true to his reputation and formidable strike record, President Trump has done what he had promised during his campaign trail and in the last few weeks, and signed the executive order, which has caused a huge turbulence around the world, particularly on the economic plane. And he has listed dozens of countries, including very close allies, key trading partners, by imposing very heavy tariffs against their exports to the US. The initial reports from the US automobile and manufacturers and assemblers are also based on concern that this could cause a rise in the inflation, and some sort of panic has hit the New York Stock Exchange as well. What's your take on what's going on and how it is likely to affect the world?
When it comes to Trump 2.0, American politics and economy and America's engagement with the world at large has never been full of action and suspense and news-making as has been witnessed under the second stint of Trump, where he has even bragged about not ending his presidency after his term ends after 4 years, even hinting at finding a lacuna as if he could contest as a vice president with the current vice president, J.D. Vance, and make him resign and become president for the third time. I seriously doubt that will happen. But when it comes to economy and tariffs, it has really become very, very action-packed. As we are discussing right now, and as we were anticipating, the retaliatory tariffs by other world economies, after this 2 days back announcement by Mr. Trump, what he called Liberation Day, it was just the opposite. It has become a decimation day, not only for the American economy, but the global economy at large. I'm sure you have read the warning shots by International Monetary Fund chief, Madam Kristalina Georgieva, who has rightly said that this tariff war could pose serious risks to global economic order. And as many economists are suggesting, this could push the world to global recession. As we talk, if you have seen the global oil prices, the Brent, the crude, that's also going down. And it might, end up in what is being feared. As we record this show, we saw the action by China, who have slapped 34% tariffs in retaliation. That's in addition to the tariffs Chinese had already put. In response to the latest 34% tariffs by Trump, in addition to that 20% he had announced already. So in total, 54%. Even China's neighbor and new friend of America, Vietnam, that has been slapped over 50% tariff, probably 59. European Union is considering, they will probably announce in few days from Brussels. Even UK, Canada, USA, Interestingly, uh, a resolution was passed by with the help of 4 dissenting Republican senators against the tariffs put against Canada. So we are in for a real, time of our lives, that, the global economic order is in sharp transition. We don't know when everything is settled down, where will we end up? But, we have to see what other economies do, and in response to what Trump has done and how it impacts the global economic order.
Indeed, Murtaza. And as someone who has looked at these things, not just from the policy but also academic perspective, the debate in the discipline of international relations has been traditionally dominated by the transformation and rise and fall of great powers. But nobody, including the greatest political scientists and political analysts and international professors, could predict that the US led so-called rules-based world order would be disrupted by a US president rather than being challenged by its rising and emerging competitors. So that is something also very new, and which is reflected in Financial Times editorial today by their editorial board, which has said exactly what we on this program have said on a number of occasions, that Mr. Trump is not changing the US policies. He's unraveling the very structures on which the US-led world order was anchored and pivoted since the end of the Second World War. And I think the initial shock and awe which key European partners and allies faced from Trump 2.0 has now changed into anger. And they, as you rightly pointed out, be it Germany, be it Britain, be it Canada, they have all decided that instead of appeasing Trump administration, they are going to respond, and they are going to respond as the new Prime Minister of Canada has said, in a manner that Americans will feel pain and they will feel hurt. So it is a trade war which is not being waged through weapons, but through causing serious and deep harm to each other's economies, trade policies, and industries. And the third reaction is that of panic, as I earlier pointed out, within the New York Stock Exchange, which crashed for over 1,000 points. And most of the exporters of the US are also anticipating retaliatory actions from major trading partners, including China, India, Japan, South Korea, Germany, Britain, France, which means that even the exports of US are going to badly suffer, which means the employment and profitability of US industry is also going to face harm. So it seems that the US industry is more skeptical about the promised benefits that the Trump administration has claimed, and is preparing for the days when even their market access to other countries might also be badly affected as a direct result of the retaliatory actions taken by the other countries. But let me quickly come to Pakistan as well, because Pakistan is also included in the list of those countries which Mr. Trump has mentioned and claimed that it is charging high tariffs for the US products and services. And I've spoken to a number of industrial leaders and traders, and they are suggesting that the Pakistan government should, in order to maintain Pakistan's largest export market with USA's, Pakistan has almost $6 billion worth of annual exports to the US, which determines the employment and profitability of our industrial sector. And they are suggesting to the Pakistani Prime Minister that it should, in the interest of maintaining Pakistan's market access and export revenue to the US, significantly reduce Pakistan's tariff for the US goods as well, so that it will actually be a sigh of relief for our consumers, because if the US products become cheaper in Pakistani market, and it will lower their prices, and but obviously government is worried because it will lose the indirect taxation in terms of custom duty, which it heavily relies on for meeting the tax revenue, particularly in the wake of the upcoming federal budget.